Let's start actually editing. So I'm going to go back to that night photo, open up the original. And the first thing that I always do when I edit a photo is crop it. So I'm going to go to that next button in the bottom to crop. You can see that you now have this grid over the photo. And if you've used Photoshop or Lightroom or really any other desktop editor, this will be familiar to you. You can click the corners to drag around. You can drag up and down. And once you're done kind of creating your aspect ratio, you can then click the photo in the middle itself and drag it around. Or you have these preset aspects down at the bottom. So clicking device, for example, this would be good for the background of your phone. You have a square, perfect for social media. You have specific ones for a Facebook profile, a Facebook cover aspect ratio, Facebook page cover, Facebook ad, Instagram. So you can scroll through all of these and it makes it super easy to create something that would be the perfect size or aspect for any type of online sort of device or website. You also have a rotate option. So clicking the rotate button in the middle, you have a slider that you can now go to the left or right. There's an auto button that will try to automatically straighten it out based off of things like horizons or lines in your image. The quickest way to undo is to go back to that undo button in the top center up at the very beginning. In the rotate menu, you can also just completely rotate your photo 90 by 90 degrees at a time. You can also flip it horizontally or flip it vertically, which is different than rotating. It's actually mirroring it. Lastly, you have the transform menu, which allows you to skew vertically or horizontally. So this is good if you're taking photos of architecture. And sometimes when you do that, your photos, the buildings in the photo, they might be looking like they're leaning backwards or you're leaning backwards. So you can click one of these vertical skews and sort of adjust it so that you're skewing backwards. You can use this to make lines more vertical or horizontal in your image. There's also a full and balance auto option that will try to automatically make the lines in your image straight. You'll notice this more with shots of things like buildings where there are a lot more clear defined lines. So what I'm going to do, which I usually don't do with my photography, is make sort of a custom sort of aspect. I like seeing the night sky, super duper negative space here. I need to rotate it slightly so that horizon is level, something like that. So that's how you rotate and crop your images. Once you're done with that, just go to the next editing option or go back to your filter options to sort of lock that into place. When I do that, I see like my level's a little bit off. Something like that might be a little bit better. Yep, nice. All right, so in the next lesson, we're going to be looking at making all of our other adjustments, starting with exposure.